How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Take care.
Shepard, I think we have them. Horizon, one of our colonies in the Terminus systems, just went silent. If it isn't under attack, it soon will be. Has Mordin delivered the countermeasure for the Seeker swarms?
Not yet.
Let's hope he works well under pressure. There's something else you should know. One of your former crew, Ashley Williams, she's stationed on Horizon.
Last I knew, Ash was Alliance. Why is she out in the Terminus systems?
Officially, it's an outreach program to improve Alliance relation with the colonies, but they're up to something. And if they sent Chief Williams, it must be big. Perhaps you should take it up with her.
The Collectors just happened to pick a colony with one of my former crew? I don't buy it.
It shouldn't be a surprise the Collectors are interested in you, especially if they're working for the Reapers. They might be going after her to get to you.
We should send a message to the Citadel. The Alliance can give us reinforcements.
Not until you investigate. I don't want the Alliance getting in our way. Once you have the situation under control, I'll send the message personally.
Send the coordinates. We'll head straight there.
This is the most warning we've ever had, Shepard. Good luck.
Joker, set a course for Horizon. I've got to go see the Professor.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tell me you have something.
Yes.
Lilith, we've got a problem.
Still can't calibrate the targeting matrix?
Those defense towers are useless if we don't figure it out.
Sorry, Chief. Getting our comm systems back online takes priority.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised people haven't tried to blame that one on me, too.
People out here don't trust the Alliance. It's nothing personal. What is that?
Get everyone to the safe house. I'll cover you! Run!
Assuming control. We are the harbinger of their perfection. Prepare these humans for ascension.
Brown's side. Morton, you sure these armor upgrades will protect us from the Seeker swarms?
Certainty impossible, but in limited numbers should confuse detection make us invisible to swarms. In theory.
In theory? That sounds promising.
Experimental technology. Only test is contact with Seeker swarms. Look forward to seeing if you survive.
Go get him, Chica. Good girl.
That's not my shield!
Scoped and dropped! Firing a high-impact shot!
The ship is disrupting communications.
We're on our own now.
Watch for heavy fire. Nice.
My shields are down!
Those things look like the husks the Geth used on Eden Prime.
The Geth got that technology from Sovereign.
Guess the elusive man was right. The Collectors are all working for the Reapers.
Understood. This is valuable. Change weapons!
These things used to be human. This what's left of the colonists?
No, the Geth impaled their victims on giant spikes to turn them into husks. I don't see any of them here. The Collectors already had the husks. They took the colonists alive for something else.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced. Evolved.
They still die if you shoot them.
The Collectors must be experimenting on the colonists. What are they up to?
Probably something horrible. I don't even like to think about it.
Guess we'll find out when we stop them.
The Collectors aren't getting away with more victims. Let's move out.
Okay, Shepard. I'm ready.
All these empty buildings. It's unsettling.
It's just like Freedom's Progress. The entire colony. Gone.
Look out!
Fire in the hole!
Go
Shield down!
Go for the octave! Got you. Must be some kind of stasis field. They're frozen, but still aware.
They've been like this a long time.
form is fragile.
Yes! Eat this!
This should slow him down.
Assuming control.
Shield to fail.
Intervention is necessary. Your attacks are primitive. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will. You cannot resist. Is fragile.
Yes! One down.
On my way.
I'm here.
Company, get out here, now.
You're human. What are you doing out here? You lead them right here.
You had to hear them try to get in. Seems like it's hard to hide from the collectors.
Those things are collectors? You mean, they're real? I thought they were just made up, you know, propaganda to keep us in Alliance space. No, they got Lilith. I saw her go down. Sten, too. They got damn near everybody.
What's your name? What do you do here?
Name's Delan. Mechanic. I came down to check on the main grid after we lost our comm signals. And I heard screaming. I looked outside and there were swarms of bugs. Everyone they touched just froze. I sealed the doors. Damn it, it's the Alliance's fault. They stationed that Chief Williams here and built those defense towers. It made us a target.
Tell me more about this Alliance rep.
Chief Williams? Heard she was some kind of hero or something. Didn't mean nothing to me, though. Would rather she just stayed back in Council space.
Any idea what she was doing on Horizon?
Supposed to be helping us get the defense towers up and running. I got the feeling she was here for something else. Spying on us, maybe.
Why do you think this is the Alliance's fault?
We're just a small colony. Nobody bothered us before we started building those damn defense towers and drew attention to ourselves. I left Council space to get away from the Alliance. Nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with them.
The Collectors are targeting remote colonies. The Alliance was trying to help.
I don't need their help. Too many strings attached. That rep said she was just here to get the towers online, but mark my words, there's more to it.
Tell me about the colony defense towers.
A gift from the Alliance. High-powered Guardian lasers, supposed to keep hostile ships from landing near the colony. Had to build a massive underground generator just to give it enough juice, only we couldn't get the targeting systems online. So the Alliance gave us a giant gun that couldn't shoot straight. Stupid sons of bitches.
If you have defenses, we can use them against the Collector ship.
You'd need to calibrate the targeting system first. It's never worked right.
We should be able to figure it out. Just tell us where to find it.
Head for the main transmitter on the other side of the colony. Pretty hard to miss. The targeting controls are at the base.
It's probably just better if you stay out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'll let you out, but I'm locking the door behind you. I'm not taking any chances. Good luck. I think you're gonna need it.
Trouble to the right.
I will direct this personally.
Soften them up.
Will Howling Shepherd. You cannot hurt me.
On your thing!
If I must tear you apart, Shepherd, I will.
Taking friendly fire!
I am unstoppable. Cannot resist. My attacks will tear you apart. This hurts you. This hurts you.
Right.
Affirmative!
I'll take it.
we'd run across more of those frozen colonists.
Probably loaded onto the collector ship by now. We should hurry.
Right behind you.
You got it. Grabbing cover.
Bunkering down.
Switch up.
Got it.
Understood.
Taking fire.
Heavy weapon. On your six.
Right behind you. I'm taking cover. Bunkering down. Combat drones away! transmitter.
Normandy, do you copy?
Joker here. Signal's weak, Commander, but we got you.
EDI, can you get the colony's defense towers online?
Errors in the calibration software are easily rectified, but it will take time to bring the towers to full power. I recommend a defensive posture. I will not be able to mask the increased generator output.
Once they know this, the Collectors will try to stop it.
Got any other helpful tips?
Just one. Enemy reinforcements are closing in. I suggest you ready weapons.
I will
Grabbing
direct
cover.
this
On my
personally.
way. Concussive shot ready.
Your attacks are primitive. You cannot resist. Face your annihilation. This hurts you. My attacks will tear you apart. Leave the dead where they fall. You cannot hurt me. I know you feel this. Your form is fragile. You cannot resist. Nothing stands against us. You will know pain, Shepard. This delay is pointless. I know you feel this. These attacks are pointless. Your form is fragile. Your form is fragile. You will know pain, Shepard. You cannot resist. This is what you face. My attacks will tear you apart.
Thunder shield!
I will find you again.
They're all yours, Jatika. On it.
Understood.
We are assuming control.
I'm on it.
Moving to cover.
If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
No shield. Understood.
You're right there. Got it.
On your six. One less to worry about.
intervention is necessary. Assuming control. This hurts you. The forces of the universe bend to me. Will no pain, Shepard. This body does not matter.
I'm with you. You got this. This should punch the hole.
Bypassing failsafes and attempting emergency power-up. Please hold the defense tower.
Affirmative.
There is no pain. There is no fear.
Coming!
This hurts you. You cannot resist.
Shadow shield!
You cannot resist. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
Get ready. Gotta be more soon.
Combat drones away.
I'm on it!
Sequential power-up initiated. Guardian anti-ship batteries at 40%.
Reinforcements. Guess we got there then.
I'm with you!
Just a second.
Understood. What left to worry about?
Leave the dead where they fall. Sentient beings need never fear pain. We are Harbinger.
On it.
On my way.
This is true power. My attacks will tear you apart.
Right.
Shield
destiny.
They should stop bring them up.
I'm on.
Be right there.
Ignore the fallen. The dead are useless.
Got it.
This hurts you. Face your annihilation. You will know pain, Shepard.
Get ready. There's got to be more. I'm taking cover.
EDI, we need that system online.
Look at that. Whatever. Don't get too close.
Batteries at 100%. I have control. Firing anti-ship batteries at collector vessel. Multiple impacts. Collector vessel is taking damage.
Shield to them.
weapons. I'm going!
Can do.
Firing anti-ship batteries and collector vessel.
We need to try something else.
On my way. On my way.
Coming.
And stay there.
Multiple impacts. Collector vessel is taking damage.
Didn't work.
This should slow him down.
On it.
My attack was ineffective.
They should soften them up.
Maintaining fire on the collector vessel. Please protect the defense tower from collector ground forces.
They're pulling out.
No! Don't let him get away!
There's nothing we can do. They're gone.
Half the colony's in there. They took Egan and Sam and Lilith. Do something!
I did my best. You just hid in your damn bunker.
If it wasn't for Shepard, you'd all be on board that ship.
Shepard? Wait. I know that name. Sure, I remember you. You're some type of big Alliance hero.
Commander Shepard, Captain of the Normandy, the first human Spectre, savior of the Citadel. You're in the presence of a god, Delan, back from the dead.
All the good people we lost and you get left behind. Figures. Screw this. I'm done with you Alliance types.
I thought you were dead, Commander. We all did.
It's been too long, Ash. How have you been?
That's it? You show up after 2 years and act like nothing's happened? I would have followed you anywhere, Commander. I thought you were gone. You were more than our commander. Why didn't you try to contact me? Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
Not my choice. I spent the last 2 years in some kind of coma while Cerberus rebuilt me.
You're with Cerberus now? Garrus and Tali too. I can't believe the reports were right.
Reports? You mean you already knew?
Alliance intel said Cerberus could be behind our missing colonies. We got a tip that this one could be the next to get hit. I went to Anderson, but he wouldn't talk. But there were rumors that you weren't dead. Worse, that you were working for the enemy.
Our colonies are disappearing. The Alliance turned its back on them. Cerberus is the only group willing to do something about it.
Bullshit. I know what Cerberus is like. They talk about putting humans first, but at what cost? I wanted to believe that you were alive. I just never expected anything like this. You've turned your back on everything we stood for.
Ash, you know me. You know I'd only do this for the right reason. You saw it yourself. The Collectors are targeting human colonies, and they're working with the Reapers.
I'd like to believe you, Shepard, but I don't trust Cerberus. And it worries me that you do. What did they do to you? What if they're behind it? What if they're the ones working with the Collectors?
Damn it, Williams. You're so focused on Cerberus that you're ignoring the real threat.
I can see you won't listen to reason.
You show up after 2 years and tell me you're working with Cerberus. Sounds like you left reason behind a long time ago. Doesn't matter. I still know where my loyalties lie. I'm an Alliance soldier. It's in my blood. I'm reporting back to the Citadel. I'll let them decide if they believe your story.
I could use someone like you in my crew, Ash. It'll be just like old times.
No, it won't. I'm no fan of aliens, but Cerberus has a history of being extremist. I'll never work for a group like that. So long, Commander. Good luck.
Joker, send the shuttle to pick us up. I've had enough of this colony.
Shepard, good work on Horizon. Hopefully the Collectors will think twice before attacking another colony.
It's not a victory. We interrupted the Collectors, but they still abducted half the colony.
That's better than an entire colony, and more than we've accomplished since the abductions began. The Collectors will be more careful now, but I think we can find another way to lure them in.
Ash said the Alliance got a tip about me and Cerberus. Was that you?
I may have let it slip that you were alive, and with Cerberus.
You risked the lives of my friend, my crew, and that entire colony? Just to lure the Collectors there?
A calculated risk. I suspected the Collectors were looking for you, or people connected to you. Now I know for certain. I told you I wouldn't sit and wait while the Reapers and Collectors gather strength. Besides, they would have hit another colony eventually, and without a way to predict which one, they would have abducted everyone.
We have to make sure they don't abduct anyone else.
I want the Collectors stopped for that very reason. That's why we're doing this, Shepard. I'm devoting all resources to finding a way through the Omega-4 relay. We have to hit them where they live. Your team will need to be strong, as will their resolve. There's no looking back. The same goes for you. Can I assume you've put your past relationships behind you?
None of your damn business.
If it affects the mission, better you should leave it behind. Shepard, once you find a way through the Omega-4 relay to the Collector homeworld, there's no guarantee you'll return. To have any hope of surviving, you and your entire team must be fully committed to this.
Let me worry about them. You just find us a way to the Collector homeworld.
I just want to be upfront about your odds. You'll need everyone at their best. And be careful, Shepard. The Collectors will be watching you.
I guess we're really gonna do it. Hit the Omega-4 relay. Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action. After seeing what those bastards did on Horizon, though, makes you think.
Something on your mind?
No, just... there's a good chance we're not coming back, even if we get it done. Gonna go take care of a little unfinished business. I imagine everyone else is, too. Getting some closure, you know?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Ashley Williams was there. How did that go?
We've been through a lot. I wish we could have had more time together.
I understand. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Operative Lawson would like to see you at her station on the crew deck. Operative Taylor would like to see you over in the armory. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
The yeoman said you wanted to see me. What's this about, Jacob?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
I think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the Elusive Man would let a direct operations stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it, even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am, and as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Miranda wants to see you, Commander.
Hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab. Praetorians are well-armored killing machines of mysterious origin. Praetorians employ redundant systems from the multiple humans encased within them. Armed with eye-mounted particle beams and capable of attacks at close range, they teleport to evade attack while regenerating their shields. Within hours after death, the organic components of Praetorian corpses disintegrate into a denatured pus, while their mechanisms turn to ash. One specimen, autopsied within minutes of death, reveals a clue. Nanomachines may disintegrate the Praetorians' organic and mechanical components before self-destructing. If correct, This self-rendering hypothesis could account for 3 documented cases of dead Praetorians apparently releasing or becoming clouds of neurotoxic gases, causing suffocating paralysis and nearly instant death. In one remote facility, 17 soldiers died from gas inhalation while assessing the Praetorian. Any personnel in the vicinity of dead Praetorians are urged to protect themselves with breathing apparatus. The Collector's particle beam weapon is strangely crafted, possessing few moving parts, lacking any obvious means for disassembly, and containing organic parts. The amount of energy required to create a destructive beam is several orders of magnitude more than the energy required to launch a physical projectile at high velocity via a mass effect field. Lacking any clear ammunition or fuel source, the device likely uses heat sinks or compensators to maintain firing during sustained combat. Current Cerberus efforts to understand the technology and replicate it have failed. Freedom of a typical Terminus colony possessing minimal tourist value, Horizon promises substantial economic opportunity, especially in providing new products for humans and supplying the Turian hierarchy. Surveyed 18 years ago, Horizon received pilot habitation 4 years later. The colony proper is now 8 years old. Blessed with verdant forests and abundant fresh water, Horizon maintains a colonial culture that thrives as a refuge from the increasing restrictions of Citadel-governed society. Horizon has attracted numerous dissidents, marginal people, and fringe dwellers from across Alliance space.